What's up, everyone? It's K.Short here, and welcome to Short Talk Sunday. Today, we're going to be talking about this whole living life to the fullest concept, and something that I've realized this past week, or at least I've allowed it to sink in a little bit deeper. And so I feel like with this whole YOLO thing that we do, hashtag YOLO, live life to the fullest, yada yada yada, we post it all on social media, and I know that there's this thing that says, if you don't post it, regardless of which social medium you choose, then it never happened. And I really feel like we're so consumed with all of this stuff that we're not really actually living life to the fullest. I mean, let's be honest, you're sitting here right now watching my video. Nothing wrong with that. I really appreciate it. I'm not saying not to watch it, but that's exactly what I'm trying to say, is that instead of us actually being outside right now, we're right here. And right now, as I'm going through my transition of life, as you all know, it's a freaking struggle. I've realized it's just a cycle. It's just been a cycle, and it's always been a cycle. As another student from elementary school, going through middle school, going to high school, going through college, if you choose to go through college, and of course people's experiences, but it's like your first year in your educational institution, and then you eventually leave that institution, right? Or the same with just being everyday life, you're just another customer, you're another coffee customer, you're another grocer customer, you're another whatever the case. And even just living in this apartment, I'm just another resident. I'm just another resident. I don't know the people that lived here before me. I don't know the people who's going to live here after me. Same with all the residence halls I've been in. How many students have been in those residence halls? How many lives have been lived in those residence halls, having the same similar college experience? And so yeah, it sounds depressing that we may be just another number. But it comes back to the concept that I realized in my second year of college, and something that really took a toll on me at the time was that being just a grain of sand on the beach. And I know that sounds horrible, and we want to think that, no, I don't want to be just another grain of sand, but essentially we are. And another thing that blows my mind about that is I have friends from all over the world. I know people in Hawaii, I know people from Alaska, I know people from Washington, I know people from Kuwait, I know people from China. I had a roommate who was from China. How crazy is that? See, would I ever go to China, though, and go meet this girl? Probably not. And even if I did go to China, she'd probably still be the last person I'd meet. And thinking about being here at NAU, and you all already know how much I love NAU. But if I would have never came to NAU, I would have never met the people that I've met. If I would have went to some other Arizona institution at ASU or the U of A, I would have met completely different people. I probably would have had a similar experience, going through the transition of college and not knowing what the heck I was doing. But at the end of the day, we would have never had these experiences if we didn't do what we did at the time that we did. And so it brings back to me really realizing that this is our life. This is our life. And if we talk about all this YOLO and live life to the fullest stuff, but it really is our life. And these experiences that we're having aren't going to knock on our door. We can't just sit here and wait for these experiences to happen to us. We can't sit here and wait to meet all the amazing people that are in the world, because they're not going to knock on our door, because they don't know who we are. And at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, we're posting on Facebook, and we're posting on Instagram, we're posting on all these things. But at the end of the day, the only archiving social medium that we have is right here in our minds. Everything that has ever happened to us, every experience, every word that was spoken to us, every laughter, every joy, every sadness, every pain, every heartache is all already recorded. And it's being recorded right now while you're watching me. And so I feel like instead of us talking about it, let's be about it more. Because it really blows my mind that these amazing people that I've met around the world, I would have never met them if I hadn't come to this institution, if I wasn't alive at the time that I was alive, if I wasn't born at the time I was born, at all these things, and it's really, because the universe knows that I wouldn't have gone to Alaska in that little town that you're from, or I wouldn't have gone to Washington, that little town that you're from. I wouldn't even have gone to California, in the big town you're from, and wouldn't have met you. All these amazing people. And so when we think about the people, for instance, that we're sitting in class next to, this person next to us, this person next to us, this person in front of us, this person behind us, they're living their own lives and their own experiences. That one day we'll just be a memory. But if we're going to be a memory, at least be a good one. Facebook and Instagram and all that stuff can't do what this thing can do. So let's stop being on it right now, on YouTube, watching me, or wherever you're watching me, and let's create those experiences. Because at the end of the day, the cycle will continue and death will come upon us. If anything in life is for sure, is death and taxes. So let's think about this analogy, regardless of our beliefs. If we are laying in a coffin and we're looking at the top of our coffin, are we going to say, I wish I would have done this, I should have done that, I could have done this? Or are we going to say, damn, that was amazing? That's my question for all of you. I just want y'all to realize this really is the only life that we know that we have right now, that we're actually living. It's all the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, the what ifs. Let's answer those questions right now and say to ourselves at the end of this life, that was frickin' amazing. This is K.Short. Welcome to Short Talk Sunday. I'll see you next Sunday.